everybody. Welcome to No Icing with Dritta. We have very special guest today, and thank you for joining us. We will also be broadcasting the show on YouTube, our YouTube channel, and Twitter and Twitch, and all these wonderful things. So please, please press that follow button, and you can also follow No Icing with Drita on the Facebook group page, No Icing with the Drita. And today I have very special guest, very dear friend of mine who I look up to for many years. She has taught me so many things. She believes in empowering women, supporting women, women supporting women. She has taught me so many things about trying to feel beautiful with jewelry and the power of gemstones. And I don't want to start crying because I love her so much. I'm so pleased to have her as my guest today, and I have so many questions for her about her family and culture and all the wonderful things she does every day. And her name is Stephanie Adamus Wells. Please let me introduce. Thank you.
Hello.
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 So nice to have you.
So nice to be here. Thank you.
I have so many questions for you, my friend, because we go way back,
We do.
and I have so many things to tell the people about you. They might not know because you are new to the network and we don't see you live too much. People don't know. And I want to tell my friends where they can follow your pages and see your live shows because I know you also do live shows and you do JTV and you travel all the places and you have traveled in the world and you're a busy woman all the time. So I want to tell the people all the wonderful things you do. And you've been on magazine covers and you have a book. I have a book personally autographed that you have done. I have my special autograph book. This book is Stephanie gave me a long time ago, and I save it very close to my heart. It tells you all the things of you need to know about making your own jewelry at home.
Yeah.
The like for beginners, it's so amazing and very nice for young girls too, right?
You know what? It's good for anybody who wants to create something that makes them feel proud or wants to just spend that time creating. It's good for anyone, boy, girl, whatever.
Yes, exactly. And it teaches you all the things like what kind of tools you need to buy to get started, your own
Yeah.
kit, and tells you like you know has like in things of where to get the products, the beads, the materials you need to do this. And
Yeah. It's actually a funny story how that book came into being. So yes, it tells you it's organized by time, first of all. So whether you have 5 minutes or 20 minutes, you could go through the book and find a project that would suit your need. Because I think time is a high priority in people's lives. So I kind of address that. It has all the tools, it talks about the materials, it talks about where you can find materials. It goes a little bit into some of the celebrities that wore the pieces. But how that book came into being was crazy because oh, I love those. Oh, I love your ring too. Yes, you're my girl. I watch you, Sandy. I watch you on Facebook, and I notice sometimes, yeah, when you're wearing the double happiness.
Rita, here we go.
Rita, Rita,
This is
Rita.
very,
So
oh,
sorry.
I also want to talk about the beads. Because you support the women in Uganda with buying. You purchase special materials and handmade materials from women who need job in Uganda, and so now you are helping other women in other parts of the world, which is so beautiful and amazing. A lot of people may not know this.
Yeah, I don't really promote a lot of what I do because I don't care to. But yeah, I've been working with one organization in Uganda. It's called Project Have Hope. You can find it online. A woman named Karen, who's an American photographer, went over there and saw a need to bring in outside resources to these women that have all been devastated by AIDS, really, and civil war. And so it started off, I bought a whole bunch of, she was brand new to the industry. She didn't know how to fundraise. So I bought a ton of beads from her and I created a collection that got picked up by Anthropology. So that was huge. And Anthropology worldwide. So it was like Anthropologie, all US, all Canada, Australia, UK. So that was a really strong source of income for the women in Africa, to fulfill all the orders for the beads for us to, in the United States, make the designs. But then, in addition to that, I have been supporting 5 kids through school. So I started when they were in elementary school, and now I have one guy who's like graduated. Now he wanted to be a car mechanic, so I sent him to auto mechanic school, and then he decided he wanted to be a comic. So then I sent him to comedy school. So he's grown up. I have 4 children that I committed to, that I'm continuing to fund their education. And the thing is, Sandy, I mean, it sounds like, oh my God, that's such a great thing that she's doing. But literally, the cost of educating a child in Africa is what, for a year, is what some people spend on a meal in one night. So it's really
That's
not
true.
that hard to
The
help.
medical is so expensive, right? Everything in the medical is so expensive, and I know you have big shopping sales too with your beautiful jewelry that you designed for
Yeah.
many celebrities wear your jewelry, and a lot of people don't know. I would like to tell my friends and the followers that some of the celebrities I know, just to name a few: Oprah Winfrey,
Yeah.
Beyonce, Rihanna, Britney Spears. The list goes like on and on and on. Like you work with like in photos and beautiful models and photo shoots. Like you are like hands on. Like you're like Rachel Zoe. Like Rachel
Oh, I
Zoe.
work with Rachel Zoe. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like Rachel Zoe. You're like so amazing. You're not afraid to be in front of cameras and deal with models and photo shoots and lighting and all the stress that comes with that type of work. And traveling. It's a big job, a lot of work.
Yeah. It takes a lot of energy actually to do what I do. And on top of that, have 2 children and be married and 4 cats and a dog. Like I have a zoo. But you know what they say? They say if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. So,
Hmm.
and I love what I do. So I make it happen.
And also, I was going to say, oh, I know you. I will also have to ask for the people. I always ask my guests on my show, what is your special family culture? I think you are Jewish, correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
Your family culture, and I was wondering if you had like a family tradition or comfort food that in your family that you would like to share with the people.
This is kind of embarrassing, my comfort food. So I'll get to that last. But yeah, I mean, we're Jewish, but I consider ourselves kind of Jew-boos, which means that we're Jews with a Buddhist inclination. So we definitely, as a mom, I send my kids to Hebrew school, but I also talk about how we're all interconnected, and how what we do has impacts on the world. And I try to really emphasize kindness and compassion, as a mother, because those are huge values for me personally. And as a Jew, you know, I'm very proud of my religion actually, because a lot of what we consider American values originated with the Jewish faith. Like right to personal liberty originated with the Jewish faith. The Declaration of Independence is actually based upon all Jewish doctrine. So I teach my kids about the changes that Judaism brought to the world where it didn't exist before. So yeah, and we celebrate all the holidays. We have the same families that come to our house every last night of Hanukkah. So we've got 3 families that we celebrate with, and I like a lot of tradition. And when it comes to my favorite food, so if it were my mother cooking, our tradition would be chicken soup with matzo balls, and then she
Wow.
makes challah with cheese on the inside. But
Oh.
because I'm a horrific cook, horrific and lazy,
No,
when
no,
I'm
no.
hungry, I just take cheese, put it in a bowl, stick it in the microwave, and eat it with a fork, and that would be like my dinner. And that's become like the comfort food around the house too. So I am ashamed that my family's comfort food is melted cheese in a bowl. But you know,
There's no
That was
shame
your
because you're doing so many things, traveling, and also I know that you also traveled. I love this story. I love to learn about people's cultures and family and comfort foods also. But I also know that you traveled and lived in different places of the world, and that is also where you discovered you fell in love with the properties of stones. Like this necklace is from you. I have. This is the white agate
Oh, that's stalactite.
or
That's not
stalactite.
agate.
Okay, see, I am learning. I thought
Mm-hmm.
this was white agate. I know there's different colors of agate, as and
Mm-hmm.
each stone, has different properties, healing
Yeah.
properties to make you feel better and help your day, help you through your day, or when you're not feeling well, maybe you're feeling sad or depressed or angry. Like I know there's certain stones, turquoise, and I have this one. Let me see if I can see
I
this one.
love that one. The Druzy. I
The
love that
Cleopatra.
one.
I think this is Cleopatra ring, and you always give names to jewelry, like amazing names, like so catchy and so nice you to remember these names.
Aw.
And
Well, you know what, you know what, Drita? I think you're fabulous. I think this show is fabulous. I think I do work very hard to bring a lot of goodness and positivity to the world, but you too bring a lot of goodness and positivity to the world. And honestly, just sitting here being interviewed by you makes me feel so good. So the
don't
attention
make me
to
cry, my
detail.
show. I gotta cry now.
Yeah, no, your attention to detail. You're phenomenal.
Oh yes, I am. I try. I know. I be. You are like my mentor. You teach me so many things. We have worked together in the past. We have done fundraisers. We have raised money for good causes together, selling beautiful jewelry, making people happy. But the one thing I know, oh, and I also have snake. I have to show Irina. I have friend Irina. Irina's gonna come on. I want to show her
Ooh,
snake bracelet.
that's hot.
And
Привет. It's beautiful. I'm
oh,
I'm so happy to meet you. Stephanie, you are so beautiful and so fashionable, just like my friend Drita, our friend Drita. Very beautiful, and you're so humble too. I'm very struck by how humble you are. You are someone who is big star. You know so many big impact people, and you're just so very elegant and luxurious. And I just want to say it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
yeah,
And
and
I see that
I
again, Drita. I was just thinking about the bracelet. If you could show it a little
oh
bit
yeah,
more so I can see.
yes,
It's
this one
very
is.
beautiful.
Yes, she makes things so you can layer. The
Oh,
thing that
yes.
about her style, the way she does her jewelry is like you can layer up. You can wear it with your wedding ring. You can wear her jewelry with your jewelry, and you layer
Yes.
up. It's all about layers and feeling good for the day. And the properties of the stones, and you feel good for the day. And that's
Yes.
one thing she teaches me that when I have a bad day, I wake up sometimes. I say, let me put on my double happiness jewelry because
Aw.
I need a little lift. Sometimes Rita needs lift for the day to make me feel happy.
Yes. When you
I
look
know
good,
she
you
taught me
feel
these
good.
things, but this is
Yes.
the bracelet. It's
It's
snake bracelet, and
beautiful.
and I believe
Oh.
Stephanie, isn't there good luck when you wear snake
I mean,
bracelet?
snakes have a lot of interpretations. I choose to go for the positive ones.
Hmm.
Yeah, one of the interpretations around snakes, well, it's fertility. Um,
Oh, I
it's
didn't know that. That's beautiful.
it's female. And then
Oh.
they ancient Egyptians used to believe that the snakes would take you to the other world. So they're kind of like
Oh.
carriers as well.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
beautiful. That's wonderful.
I I like to find meaning in things.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it overcomplicates my life. I know that I could make my life a lot more simple. But you know, I think that and I mention this a lot when I do my podcast, but I'm very passionate about studying the brain, and I've become a hypnotherapist in the last like 5 years. So I
Oh.
recognize the power of hypnotherapy, the unconscious brain, unconscious mind. I also study neuro linguistic programming, and what I like about symbolism is it creates when it creates a power, it creates a feeling within you. So like when you know that that snake is a carrier to the other world, to like a positive new space, then that creates a feeling in your body, and you can take that with you everywhere. And the more times you get to interact with that feeling, the stronger that feeling becomes. And again, that only leads to a stronger human being, a more positive outlook. it's just when you talk about layering, that there's that layer too with the mentality makes it stronger. So I
Oh
like to
yeah,
find meaning in things.
I can be in t-shirts and flip-flops and shorts, but if I put on Stephanie's earrings, I get compliments. Somebody stop me from nowhere and say, "Hello, I love your earrings. Where do you get these?" And I say, "You have to meet my friend Stephanie. She has double happiness jewelry." And Stephanie, you're on Facebook and Instagram, and you do live special sales on Instagram. Only special
You
you
have,
have to become
yeah,
follower to get live special sales, and that
yeah,
is and like I think like last Christmas I bought so many presents for my family and
you
friends
did.
from Stephanie because I got good deals on special sales. Stephanie is so wonderful, and she tells everybody about the each piece of how each piece has so much meaning when she makes jewelry. There's so much thought that she puts into each and every single piece of jewelry. She puts so much thought and love into it. It's an art for her. She's an artist in many ways, so many
Of
ways.
course, it's very artistic. I want to know more about this hypnotherapy. Can anyone be hypnotized, or a special person, or must person learn some kind of skill to be hypnotized?
You do not need a skill to be hypnotized. Hypnotism and hypnosis is very misunderstood because popular culture has taken it, like Hollywood, and made it seem like you are getting sleepy, and then these people like this, and then they cluck like chickens. But that's not how it works. What it is it's a way that you engage someone's mind in such a focused way that different parts of their brain turn off. They stop their
Mm.
activation. So I can now with your focus, I can go in and you're never asleep. You always know what's going on. You can willingly choose to do or not do anything that I tell you to do. But when I've got your mind engaged in such a focused way, I can help you remember things because now you don't have all the other voices getting in your way. So, a lot of that regression therapy, I can help bring things up. I can also help you implant things, anchor things, which is what I like to do. So, like, if you want to exercise more and you can't get up. Like you set your alarm every day for 7 in the morning and you're like, I'm going to run. And then the alarm goes off and you're all snooze and then snooze and then snooze. And then you wake up at like 8 and you're like, I'm so mad at myself. Why did I do that? So I could go in and talk to you when you're relaxed and help you create neurological pathways in your body. So when I talk about feelings with the jewelry, it's the same thing with hypnosis. We work on feelings because the mind and the body are connected. I help to connect those two. I help to bring up those feelings. I help to create neurological pathways in your body so that when that alarm goes off now, it's a whole different feeling. It's an excited feeling. It's I'm accomplished feeling. And you can get up, you can get out of bed. And the more times you do that, the more it gets reinforced, the more it just becomes a part of you. So when it comes to hypnosis, here's something. Have you ever turned on your headphones or listened to your favorite music and you're just like, the world doesn't exist? And I do it all the time. Like my kids get embarrassed. I'll put on my headphones at night when I work and I'm like listening to music and I'm just like in my chair, my son's like, come on, mom, you're embarrassing me. That's a trance. That's hypnosis. We are hypnotized and induced into trances constantly during the day. We just don't know it. So, yes, you can be hypnotized and you have been hypnotized.
Wow.
Yes, and my friend Red Neckerton, he does that with his guitar to me.
Oh,
Plays
yes, very
guitar, he
much.
plays like
I
12
I
string guitar, and I
I
get like
don't
entranced. I'm like, I forget where I am. I think I'm in big beautiful garden, like with
I
flowers around me. I forget where I am.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but here's the thing. I saw Stephanie, and by the way, my friend John, he told me that he is having a bit of issues getting the pictures and videos and everything to show up on here. So he told me to tell y'all that we will show those pictures and videos in the comments of
Okay.
this post when we were up here. So
Okay.
yeah, I saw Stephanie showing off like snake jewelry and all, and I thought to myself, damn, she's my type of person. Listen, she's putting roadkill to good use, y'all. Let me tell you. She's just oh me. So my mind went blank there for a second. But so
Yeah,
tell
no,
us, so Drita, it's been a while since I've seen you. How have you been?
I'm very good, very good. Now I have doing lots of things, talking to my friends,
Mm.
enjoying the new shows, all the new shows in the network. We have so many new shows coming, and focusing on my special guest today.
Hmm.
yeah, it seems like this is a really up and coming kind of venue. Drita, you introduced it to me a while ago, and I've seen how it continues to grow and grow and grow. So it's kind of cool that you guys are all on the ground floor of this.
Yes, and yes, we all work together, and we all like lift and support each other, like you taught me. That's what we do in the shows. We are all friends, and we talk and communicate, and we work together. And if somebody needs help, we say, "Hey, Red, I need your help today. What are you busy? Can you help me today, Red? I need help, please. Are you available?"
That's
My
awesome.
only my only cost is a jar of moonshine. So once I do that, by the way, did you ever try to make that strawberry moonshine that I tried that I sent to you?
I tried to start making it, but then my father came home. Papa came home, and I said I had to
Ooh.
hide everything.
Now, how hard is it to get the proper stuff to build a still there in Albania? How hard is it to do that?
I don't know. I'm busy with my grandmother. She's teaching me how to knit socks. I don't know.
Mm.
If I want to find good husband, I have to knit good socks. My grandma's teaching me the ways. I am not
Mm.
making moonshine because this is a American thing. We don't do that. This is
Interesting. I thought everybody knowed how to do that.
no.
So I just dropped in a few minutes to say hi, and I'll jump back out of here and let y'all continue the conversation.
Okay. Thank you. Um. So yeah, I was wondering also if this hypnosis thing does this work on children, like to pick
Yeah.
up their toys? You can tell them to
Yes.
pick up their toys.
Yes.
This is
It does.
amazing.
Yes,
To
it
all the
works on
mothers,
everybody.
let me press the button because all the moms out there need to know. Okay, all the moms need to know. There's a trick. Stephanie has special trick to teach your children to pick up the toys and
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, you could
It's
go
amazing.
online, go on YouTube. They have like hypnotic inductions you can listen to if you have a hard time going to sleep. Look, going into a yoga class, your yoga teacher is a hypnotist. She takes you somewhere and all of a sudden you're done. So
Are you
hypnosis is really misunderstood.
are you teaching classes somewhere or online?
I started a new company. So I'm in the process of, I've actually stepped away from jewelry for I don't know how long. I've done this before. I've broken up with jewelry. I get back together with jewelry. It's been 25 years with jewelry. So it's like a marriage. But I, so I'm working on revolutionizing the car air freshener, actually. And so I am creating these beautiful jeweled with stones air fresheners that have different like perfume paper, like different substrates that are all natural that you can put into your car. And it's associated, I'm including hypnosis in this whole thing so that when you open the package and you get this beautiful metal jeweled piece that goes either on where your AC vent is, or you can hang it off of your rear view mirror, or you could attach it to your window shade. And then I walk you through how to anchor it. So you're going to anchor that scent to an intention that you want for yourself. You're going to use the power of the stone to further anchor that intention that you want for yourself. And I walk you through, like taking a couple minutes to just close your eyes and envision whatever it is you want for yourself. Then when you put it in your car, you go through that couple minutes again where you envision what it is you want for yourself. That neurological implant is there. And then every time you go to your car and you open your car door and you smell, that neurological pathway gets ignited. And every time you look at it, so I'm doing the same thing as I've done with jewelry, but I'm revolutionizing the car air freshener because it needs to
This
be
is
revolutionized.
amazing. This is
Yeah.
amazing. And it's like me with strawberries, like my family, when we have bad day, my mom will make a strawberry cake, and as soon as I smell that cake in the oven, I know like I'm gonna feel better soon, because like my
You're
mom's
happy.
gonna make strawberry cake. It's like it's connection. I understand. I understand the connection.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I want to give you an opportunity to tell everybody if people want to buy this wonderful book for maybe a friend or sister or loved one or daughter or niece. Is this book still available from you? Can they still purchase?
I don't have any anymore. But
It's
you can get
sold
them on
out.
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon has.
I believe
Okay,
Amazon.
this is
I don't even
wonderful.
know, to be honest. I don't know. Look it
This
up.
is wonderful. If they can buy from Amazon, this is so nice. Um, and look at the beautiful earrings on the back too. Amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
And
really proud of that book.
are mostly gold fill, so you don't have allergy to gold fill unless you're allergic to gold.
And very few people are. So gold
Yeah.
fill is like the magic metal.
Yeah, and then I don't know if Irina is there. I was going to ask Irina. Maybe like if you need models,
You're
maybe
so
like
funny. I'll
maybe
send it
like
to
if you need,
Albania.
I know you do chandeliers and everything. Maybe I can stand like sexy under chandelier, like
You're so
do
funny.
like one shoulder selfie, like I was
Yeah,
thinking
I
maybe
can also be
Irina.
sexy. I can also be very sexy. I can show a little shoulder, Sometimes the American men, they like
That's what I was
shoulder. So
thinking. Like maybe
yes, we
Irina
do
and
this
I,
one. We do
we
this
can be
one. Yes.
available if you need models, Stephanie, for
I will
jewelry or
keep that in
chandelier
mind.
Yes,
or
just
air
tell us
freshener.
if you want left shoulder or right shoulder. You can choose. I can do either shoulders. They're both they're sexy in different ways,
You girls are so good to me. Thank you.
We are
Yes,
here to
we're
serve,
available for.
Stephanie.
I would always like to be in photo shoot. I never have done like
You're very
I don't
beautiful,
know what you
Drita.
post.
Yes.
Maybe I show
Chef
like
kiss.
jewelry like this. Irina, we can go like make like
We
special
can do
poses
like
together.
this fun, like we have the rings here. We can go like this. It is
Mm-hmm.
also
We can
very
wave the
beautiful
people
ways.
like
We're
you
very
know.
sultry. We're very sultry, Stephanie. We will sell your products like very well. You can see how sexy we are. So
I can see how sexy you are.
yes, it's like too much sexy. Sometimes American men is too much
Oh,
sexy.
I
she has
can
to
see
chase
where it
the
would be
men
a
away.
problem. The two of
She
you
has to chase
together?
the men away. Stephanie,
He's
she has
double sexy, double happy, double sexy. That's
double
Exactly.
sexy.
and sometimes
Yes,
double trouble. Sometimes.
yes, please call me and Arena if you need models, because we would love to do that for you. And
It's strike a pose, It's
yes,
like Madonna said. We can do this one.
I love it.
It's
I
too
love
much,
it.
really. I see that Red is getting all hot and buzzard. He's going to.
No,
It's too
I'm
much
just
for him.
no, I'm just saying I'm envious of y'all that you can do that, because if me or any other man tried to do this, people would start taking blurry photographs. I thought we were Bigfoot. So it's just like I say, I envy y'all for pulling that off like you can.
well, we don't know if Stephanie will call us, but we could send you some preview photos. Irina and I will work on it, Stephanie. We will work
Okay.
on like taking
We
like
can also show some of collarbone. We can also show collarbone.
Okay. Okay.
Our papa don't allow anything below collarbone, but this is very sexy part of human body. So I'm just saying,
I hope America could take it.
I don't know that they can, Stephanie.
don't
I don't
know.
know. I'm not convinced yet. It's
Yeah,
a
I
little too
know.
much. It's a little too much. I got to
We'll
cool
have to
down
see
now.
with the next election who wins.
We'll see who wins the next election.
Yeah. If America can take it.
And Irina also needs. I think Irina might need some. What kind of stone can she use to keep the vampires away? Because
Oh yes,
where she is
very
from,
many.
they have vampire problem over there in Ukraine.
It's
Yeah,
real.
Ukraine,
It's
they
real.
have vampires. Is there a stone that will keep the vampires away, Stephanie?
I don't know of a stone. I do know of garlic.
Oh, that's
Okay. Oh yes.
garlic. Yes, that's
I
right.
bet you Red
Oh,
has lots of
man.
garlic in his house too.
I don't know. In my house, we watch
Oh,
Hotel
there's
Transylvania, and
vampire.
vampires don't look so scary there.
They're very scary. I wonder if you can hypnotize vampire. What do you think, Stephanie?
Yes. Wait. I think the vampires hypnotize their victims, right?
Yeah, that's true. I
Mm.
didn't even think of that. Stephanie, I want to understand what was your gateway into hypnotizing? What was trigger for you to want you to do this thing? Did something happen in your life or were you exposed to it through something?
You know, in all honesty, I have a child who struggles a lot. We went through a lot with this one child, and I was looking for ways to help him. So it started off with my really trying to learn about the brain and like development in children. And once I kind of put my foot into this arena, I realized, like, where have you been all my life? I literally plan on going back to school when I'm 60 to study neuropsychology. So it was in trying to understand my child, and I started learning about language and cadence, that it took me into hypnosis. And hypnosis is just a part of what I love, because fundamentally it is all about the brain. It is all about the brain body connection. So hypnosis is just one of the many tools. But for me, it's an accessible tool.
I love that. That's so inspiring. You know, this is opening my consciousness to things I never considered before. It's really beautiful. Thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
Stephanie.
fascinating.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really is. It really is.
And are
This
you
is
still
one of
doing chandeliers? You're still doing designing chandeliers,
You
beautiful
know,
chandeliers.
I am not. I can do chandeliers. I had a couple huge jobs. Like I did the Symphony Towers in downtown San Diego. And I did a bunch of Coldwell Bankers. And the last job that I did, I had to work on the lighting from the ground up. And I'm not trained on amps. I'm not trained. I don't really understand like electrical currents. I'm just, to me, a chandelier is just a giant earring that you plug in. So when I had to do such a huge project and I had to take out $1 million insurance policy, I started to get a little scared of what I was doing. And it was a really uncomfortable experience. And when it was done, I was like, I'm done. So
Yeah, because you're mixing technical with creative, and that is sometimes issue I face as well. Because
yeah. And I was like,
it's
if this
one
thing
thing to be
falls on
creative, another thing to get technical, and it's not always don't always mix.
It doesn't. Like, I don't see an earring killing someone unless they swallow it. But this gigantic chandelier that I made, it was right across the street from Petco Park, and it was in the shape of a baseball plate, like when you slide into home plate. And it was like, it weighed the same as like a car. And if I didn't
Wow.
figure out how to properly attach it and it fell, I could kill someone. Or like if I didn't figure out the proper amps and the voltage par for their electrical grid, it could catch on fire. It could kill someone. So I prefer to worry about somebody by mistake swallowing an earring than having my chandelier fall and kill someone.
And can people still buy your jewelry at Anthropology and other stores? Where can people find you?
I mean, I've really consciously in the last year slowed down on jewelry. As you know, I had a sister who was very sick that I ended up taking care of her for 8 months. And it really shifted the way I saw the world. And she ultimately passed away. And I don't, so I'm shifting. You can still get some things on my website. If you want, I'm honestly sick of making jewelry. I am moving forward into my air freshener, which Anthropology has already taken an indication of interest. So, hoping that if I can get everything done, I can have May deliveries. So you'll be able to buy those at Anthro in May. But you can still find me on my website. All the images that didn't show, you can go to my website to the press page. All the parties that I've done. There's a lot of YouTube videos around that, my book. But I'm in transition. So get back to me in a couple of months and I'll let you know what's going on with the air freshener. It's called Shuska, by the way. And it's
Oh,
named after my sister. That was her nickname. So
how do you spell that?
SHOOSKA. It's Russian
Oh,
and it means like cutie pie.
that's beautiful. I love
Yeah,
Russian, so
I
that's
know.
gorgeous.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wunderbar.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm getting choked up. I love this meeting with you, but I must go and end the show because I'm starting to choke.
I know you don't feel
Yeah,
well.
she's
But
starting to. Drita,
will
I
you please?
told you, drink a shot of moonshine, you'll be fine.
Oh,
You might not wake up for 3 days, but you will be fine.
I
I
think
promise.
vodka is better. Vodka works for me. Hot
I
Ah,
like
Khabib is
vodka
vodka
vodka.
too.
Yes,
schmaca.
a little
Vodka.
Moonshine's
vodka.
worth that.
Beautiful.
Well,
Yes,
thank
it's
Moonshine's
cure
you
worth
for
it.
everything.
this opportunity, you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
thank
Thank
you
you for
for
so
coming.
much.
inviting
Thank you.
me and meeting
I'm
with
keeping
me.
you and your sister in my prayers. And will you
Yes.
please come back and maybe sometime bring the children and the
And the
exciting things that the
next,
children are working on?
No
No.
children.
Okay,
No
no.
children.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
and
we
I,
can bring can we
and
bring the
Steph,
husband and have the
and,
husband on the
I'll bring
show?
the husband.
and
Okay.
Stephanie, next time Jonathan told me to tell you, but the next time you come on, he will have the pictures and the videos ready. He
It's all
promised.
good.
Oh,
It's
yes.
all good.
Okay. It's beautiful. Let me
Yes.
take
We would love to have
screenshot
you
of us.
again.
Let us do
And
selfie together. Let's
one
say
thing
hello,
more,
everybody.
one
Say
thing
hello.
more before we go. She has mentioned hypnosis earlier. I
Woo!
got to tell the story about the time I got hypnotized. I was
Gotta
coming
hear this
back
one.
from I was coming back from Jacksonville from the Georgia Florida game, a world's largest cocktail party.
Huh.
And we was coming back home, and we got to about Madison, Georgia, and pulled off this weird like gas station or something
I
like
love
that.
Madison, Georgia. It's very
They had a big
picturesque. I
they
love
got a
it.
big sign out front said, we'll hypnotize you and cure you of all your ills. Da. So I pulled into this joint and went inside, and I didn't wake up for about a half a day. I wound up in the ditch and no money, and damn if I wasn't naked except my boxer shorts. And I flagged down a dude there on the side of the highway, and he said, "Boy, you look familiar." I said,
That's
I
funny.
said, how do you know? He's like, well, you're about a quarter mile further up the road than where I found you last year when you were coming back. So,
Red, I hope you
Yeah.
stay out of trouble,
hey,
because
Georgia fans might be gullible, but damn it, we're loyal. Okay,
lol, lol,
world,
we're
lol,
world.
loyal.
lol.
Okay.
We're loyal.
Well,
Okay, it's
No,
beautiful story. Thank you.
you're
Thank
not
you.
one and
Red,
all.
please stay safe, Red. We don't want you on side of the road like roadkill, over there in the country. Please,
That's yeah.
He's
please stay
very
safe.
I
scary.
learned my
Don't leave
lesson
the
about
house,
the.
okay?
I learned my lesson about the third or fourth time around. So.
Don't leave the house. Don't hitchhike, and don't walk up to cars asking questions. People asking questions. Okay, stay in
Don't
your
Oh,
answer a
lane.
one
question
thing.
in middle Georgia. In middle Georgia,
Yeah,
if someone
no.
asks you a question, you keep going. That's my
Yeah,
experience.
it's kind of like a New York City of the South, except like in New York City, you might get mugged, but in Middle Georgia, you might wake up in a tub of ice missing a kidney. So
Hey,
you
you
got to
guys,
watch out for them weird
I
times.
hate to do this to you. I have to
No.
take my daughter to school, Hebrew
I
school.
think
No shame,
yes.
man.
Oh, that's
Okay.
beautiful. That's wonderful. I just want to say also this painting was by our friend Sandy D, and this is
Yes,
our painting by Jamie Bennett. So Sandy
yes,
D
Wow.
actually did this painting. Yes, right there.
we're surrounded by a lot of creative people.
Artist.
Yes, yes. But thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you,
And Rita,
Yes,
make sure
Stephanie.
you
I
get
will
your
call
rest.
you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much. I love
Stefan.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Love
so
you
Feel,
so
much.
much.
feel better, Drita.
Das
Thank you so
vidanya,
much.
everybody.
Thank you,
Das
Red. Thank you,
vidanya.
everybody.
thank
Irina, I
you,
will tell you. We will
I
thank
will
practice
you.
call
it
you.
with Irina.
We
We
will
will
take pictures
practice.
of our shoulders
We want to
together
be
and see
we
which
want
one
to
is
be
sexy
models for
shoulder.
So
Stephanie.
sexy.
Okay.
Bye bye,
Bye.
I love you
everybody.
guys.
Das
Bye,
Bye.
vidanya.
everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.